Professor X in the new film X-Men Apocalypse. Please welcome James McAvoy.
Thank you, thanks for having us.
So I understand that you two have never met, but you are familiar with Fred. You grew up watching him, is that true?
I grew up watching your show, yeah, the one year.
Really?
Loved it, yeah, totally. It was quite a big deal in my house. Because it felt, even though it was about kids, it felt like much more adult in terms of its approach and stuff, so I felt quite grown up being allowed to watch it.
Look at you, you just popped up. You were like,
I'm such a fan of yours. You're such an incredible actor, and I mean, your films are amazing. I mean, Last King of Scotland, that's why I kind of just fell in love with you. But you're able to bring, whether it's Atonement or Wanted or the X-Men films, you are able to bring a real humanity and simplicity to a huge film.
Great.
And it's really incredibly difficult to do, I would imagine, especially in X-Men, to be so, to have us care about you so much and be so grounded, give so much humanity in this insane world is really extraordinary.
In fact, you are doing wonders for my ego right now.
Yeah, well...
And I think we should get in touch with the Academy and tell them all that.
Oh, yeah.
I should. Yeah, I've actually called
you know them.
Yeah, Larry Academy.
I've been acting for 20 years, never had a sniff. You should help me out.
Okay.
You're very kind. Thank you. You're very kind.
But you got your start in the theater, is that right?
I did, yeah. Yeah, I was, I trained at a classical theatre school and then started doing theatre in Glasgow and in Edinburgh and round about Scotland and then a little bit down in London as well, and then movies and TV started to happen sort of, and that took over a little bit. But in the last 8 years I've been lucky enough to get back to theatre and work with somebody called Jamie Lloyd again and again, who's just an amazing director and really it's been an amazing experience actually.
I could listen to you talk about anything.
I've got to say though, it's the first time that a man has said that to me, but thank you.
It's true, it's true. I mean, what can you describe something?
Describe anything.
Well, I'm going to get really blue.
Okay.
I'm going to get really blue.
All right. Well, I'll ask you something, and then you can just talk about that.
Okay.
Because I know you've gone through a lot of body transformation for your roles.
A little bit, yeah. Not like Christian Bale style, but like, a little bit. Yeah. We did a little bit of powerlifting for the movie I did down in Philly with M. Night Shyamalan, which was awesome, actually. I've never done anything like it. Didn't think I'd enjoy it. It was incredible. And then at the moment, I'm in the process of starting to slim down to get, like, uber skinny for something, which is horrible.
Oh, that must be awful.
How do you slim down? Like, what happens? Because I'm always fascinated.
I look at food, and then I don't eat it.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah, no, do you know what? I'm working out a lot, I'm doing a lot of cardio, and I'm actually eating a fair amount, but I've just completely stopped carbs and sugar, and it's weirdly working very quickly.
Why is it carbs and sugar?
Carbs and sugar.
Why?
Yeah.
Those are so delicious.
Yeah, I know.
Those are the most delicious things. I do a little body. For this role here hosting, I put on like 7 to 10 pounds.
How do you do it?
No one asked me
so
to,
easy.
but I just felt like it required it.
Yeah.
You know?
It does.
Yeah, to be real.
And it's that kind of dedication that's going to take you all the way to the middle.
All the way.
Yeah.
That's what I think, James.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Half of all this could be yours.
The kingdom. This is your third X-Men movie.
Yes.
And do you, between them, you try to choose projects? Like, how do you keep it fresh each time?
Well, I've been lucky enough the two times that I've played Charles before this, we've been sort of revising who he is, and there's been quite a revisionist view of who he is. This time, so this has been very different anyway. This time, I'm playing him much more in the style and the fashion that we've seen him played before by somebody like Sir Patrick Stewart, or in the kind of original cartoons and comic books. And so again, that's fresh for me. If I'm going forward and we're doing more movies, it might start to get stale and stink. But at the moment, I feel like I'm still being challenged to do new stuff, and I love him. I love Charles. He's all about empathy. What you were talking about showing humanity, he's the embodiment of that. Even though he's part of mutanity, he's so human in that his greatest power is that he can connect with others, and that he cares about others, and that he can really put himself in their shoes. And for me, that's an amazing thing to play as an actor.
It's incredible.
Let's
We
take
have
a
a
look
clip
at
of
it.
that.
Yeah, we have it right now. You, of course, your character tells Raven, Jennifer Lawrence, that you have plans for the school. So let's take a look at James McAvoy in X-Men Apocalypse.
You know, I have plans for this place. I mean to turn it into a real campus, university. Not just for mutants, either for humans too. Living and working, growing together.
You know, I really believed that once. I really believed we could change them.
We did.
Just because there's not a war doesn't mean there's peace. You want to teach your kids something, teach them that. Teach them to fight. Otherwise, they might as well live in this house for the rest of their
You
lives.
still sound just like him. You sound just like Eric.
That's why I'm here. He's resurfaced.
The whole world will be looking for him.
But you can help me find him before they do.
This Friday, check it out, it's gonna be amazing. Take charge of your child's food.
Brought to you by Hotels.com. Search